Here, we find our protagonist, a hard-stuck, Goldie support main which found themselves tired of sucking at League of Legends, so they decided to throw themselves, all in, into the jungle role to take the matter into their own hands. Now, with the help of their favorite characters, the Kindred, they will try go up the societal hierarchy, by carrying their whole way up, by themselves. I mean, how hard could it possibly be? Let us proceed into their first game, and see for ourselves, how much work our main character really needs. At first, our protagonist's game plan was to start in red buff and path upwards to help Set and try to win first scuttle mark, but seeing Set make an aggressive move successfully triggered our main character's greedy instincts, so they decided to start blue, and then, invade the enemy's red buff. Just kidding. They immediately went to the enemy's red. After defeating the red buff, our protagonist makes their first bad decision by not following Set to the top lane. Realizing what Set's intentions were, they still tried to follow up, getting a flash from the enemy top laner. Set manages to get the kill without the jungler's help, which adds plus 10 points to the overall team morale. Good job, Set. At this point, the bottom scuttle was spawning, and it was sure that our jungler would be able to take it, given that Rammus should be top side. Seeing Rammus menacingly appear in the bot lane, preoccupied our main character, who is now rotating towards bot, thinking the enemy jungler already took the mark. Surprisingly, the scuttle was there alive, and Rammus was nowhere to be seen. Well, actually, he passed to say hi and then left, to assert dominance. Rammus appears again, this time in the mid lane, so our Kindred rotates towards Yone. Rammus commits a mistake by getting very far down the lane, so this should be a free kill. Unfortunately, our protagonist's greedy instincts were still on point, so they decide to flash onto Brand's champion disintegration range, getting killed in the process. Clearly ending for content here. Still got the mark though. Deciding to gank botlane to secure Dragon, our main character runs towards the lane, finding Rammus standing menacingly in the river during the process. Kindred stands in Soraka's silence, which prevents them from killing Vayne. Later shows Rammus, who after catalyzing his full power in the river, goes in to kill our Jhin, resulting in a bad play by our protagonist. After that, Rammus goes away who knows where, giving free Dragon to our main character's team. After enemy Rammus gives a kill to our top laner, our jungler proceeds to take the free Herald. Sadly, they get stopped and caught in Brand's champion obliteration range. Things are getting complicated. Roll the inting montage. In their desperate attempt to regain their dominance over the enemy team, seeing the set's imminent throw, and a perfect setup with Yone's ult, leads to our protagonist to feel guilty for not being able to take advantage of the circumstances, and tremendously int this teamfight. With the enemy team taking the Baron, all hope seems to be lost. As the consequences of failure start affecting the team, a ray of hope shimmers down the mid lane, where the ally Jhin lands a good W so powerful that even the game dies. Preparing for the next team fight, our main character never fails to let down their own team by failing the jump over the wall. They try to compensate by staying near their allies, ready to use their ult. Enemy Jace takes advantage of the fight and destroys the whole bot lane, but our protagonist decided not to go down as they would get destroyed by Jace. Unfortunately, they get cock-blocked by enemy Vayne when trying to kill Soraka, but she still gets obliterated. After some more struggles and teamfights, our protagonist decides to force a Baron, seeing Jace heading bot side, which leads to some heavy enemy mistakes. And thus, with an unfortunate death delivered by the ally Yone, and thanks to Set's pressure in the mid lane, our protagonist can go home with their first win.